We're actually getting there, believe it or not, slowly but surely. Okay, now the next step it's actually pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. And it actually makes complete sense when you stop and think about it. We've created this live database, right? So now what we need to do is we need to go and tell our local WordPress site, which we're about to go and upload all of the front-end files. I'm referring to, of course, the PHP files and whatnot. We need to tell those files about this remote database that we've created. So, of course, I find myself down now on my local machine. I've hidden my browser and so on. And what I'm after is the actual folder, the actual directory that contains my WordPress site. So don't forget, for myself, this is inside my shared folder, inside 10 Ton Books, and it's inside a directory called site. Yours could be on your desktop, or don't forget, Windows users, yours is going to be on your C drive, right? Inside your directory that XAMPP created for you, right? Where we moved that WordPress directory originally. I hope you know where I'm referring to. This guy right here that contains all your PHP files and so on. Okay, so it's this guy that we're going to wind up uploading, right? But I'm always a little bit paranoid, and I want to be able to back up my work, this kind of thing, right? Maybe you're in a situation where you want to have two versions of your site, one live and one local, which is a fantastic idea. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to take this directory and duplicate them, make a copy of them, right, to back them up. So take this folder and copy them to a different directory, or you know what I'm going to do here on the Mac anyway, is I'm just going to select them here as I've done and hit Command D, and that will create a direct copy for me, which is great, inside the same directory, right? You could do the same thing if you want, just copy them and paste them, that would be fine, whatever. Okay, now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pop into the original directory, right, site, and I'm looking for a file called wp-config.php. Go ahead and find that fella and open them up inside your text editor. Dreamweaver, or for myself, Coda, or TextEdit, or Notepad, or whatever you have there. I get this line end warning there. No big deal there. Okay, now I'm just going to throw my line numbers on here. Okay, we are after, let's see here. If you look for, and I happen to have line numbers inside this program, which is really, really handy. Line 20, if you don't have line numbers, look for define DB name, database name, and there it is, 10ton_WP. Now, whatever you had called your live database, type that in here. Don't forget, for myself, being a cPanel user, I have to precede the database name with my cPanel username followed by an underscore. Do you remember me pointing that out not too long ago? Well, I've got to remember to plug that in here. And then just below that, we have the MySQL database username. So whatever the username is that you created a few steps back, you got to type that in here too. And again, I've got to remember to stick the cPanel username in front of the username, in my case anyway. So I've got to remember this stuff. And then the database password. I'm going to have to throw in the username's password in there as well. Okay? So go ahead and make those changes on your own and save up your file. And once that's complete, then we're going to be ready to upload all of our front-end files, as I'm referring to them, the CSS, the HTML, the PHP, all of our plugins, all the great stuff that we've been working on. We're going to be ready to upload all that material to our live web server.